Hello everyone. I know I started a bit early, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys are all in here. How are you all doing? I'm actually in Australia, so it's so nice to be back after a couple of years. Let me just check. Gosh. Yeah, I see one of y'all. I usually use my laptop, so I'm trying to figure out where. Hey, Henry! I'm on the right chat room, right? Hey, thanks for coming in, man. Hello, gorgeous soul. So, today what I'm going to do is just a live Q&A on Twin Flames. So, yeah. So I'm just going to give it a few minutes until all of you join me in. Show me that you are here. So pop me a hi. You think so? What? I don't want to be in my personal Facebook. All right, tell me how your weekend has been going. Mine has been great. I attended a very close friend's wedding, so that was good. And the weather is pretty alright today. Just the perfect mix of cold and warm, which I really love about Adelaide because you get a mix of both weathers. I see three of y'all now. Hey Megan, how are you? All right, today I'm open to take any questions, so keep the questions coming in. I'll talk generally about twin flames and what twin flames are going through energetically during this period. But feel free. Oh, yes, Henry, I'm in such a peaceful place. I'm staying with my friend, and she's got a lovely place. Yeah. Hi, Megan. Oh, that's all right. You're here today, so and I'm glad that you have joined us today. Hi, Linda. So good to see you. How are you? Okay, so I'll do my usual format. I'll just talk about what's been happening. So this month, it has been intense once again. Hi, Indigo. How are you? I hope you're well. So the current energies are pretty tricky. There's a lot of ups and downs for twins. Like it has been quite an intense month, so I'll consider it to be rather introspective. So this month is about introspection, and as we are heading towards May, be ready for more changes that are coming ahead. Hey Megan, I'm glad you are here. Thank you. Yes, this is amazing, guys. Like when we have this discussion, the energies are really wonderful. And oh, thank you so much, Linda. It's my pleasure. And you know me, I don't like to give 6:30 readings. I like to go deep, and to me, regardless of what reading it is, I like to give my best. And I'm so happy that you truly enjoyed the reading, and that's what makes me so happy. And I'm so happy to see you all here. Hey, Amy, how are you? How are things with you? So good to see you here. So, yes, energetically, things have been a little tricky this month. But back again, if you guys keep working on detachment and try to get into a state of watchfulness, you should be fine. But that is going to be the challenge, because it's quite hard to actually get into that state because there's so many distractions energetically. Yes, Amy, I agree. It's been it's been a rough couple of weeks. Hi Bharati, I was actually thinking of you, because every time when I do the timings, I will make sure I get the New Zealand time right. Yes, it's good. It is quite a beautiful scenery. In fact, you guys can see my friend has a pool, so yeah, it's beautiful. Like, I'm so happy to be back out in nature. In fact, I'd been doing a few hikes since I came down, and I've been doing a lot of spontaneous things. Hi Annalisa, so good to see you. And yes, 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 Bharati, and I'm having a good time catching up with my friends. It has been 3 years since I came to Adelaide. I didn't even realize it's been 3 years. The last trip I made was 2019 April, so exactly 3 years. So it's been good. Yeah, and yeah, in fact, like my friend and I did a hike, and then, we saw like a lake, and then we just jumped in. So, been quite spontaneous lately, and I think that's really good. Like doing something that just kindles the adventurous side to you, and I think that's very powerful. Yeah. Oh dear, yeah. Yes, Amy. Yeah, I was just mentioning it. I was just mentioning like how it has been really intense and how it's so easy for divine feminines to be caught up in their head this month. The energies are just that way. Like sometimes that's why it's so important to like be in control of your emotions and mind. It's not easy, but it comes with like practice and mindfulness and connecting with it. Hi, Inola, so good to see you. Yes. Hi, Laura. Hi from Scotland. Thank you so much for joining in. Really, really appreciate that. So we've got a good group today, and I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm trying to get some rest. Like finally, it's been a while. In fact, I had been like working so much during the month of March. We had a big trial, and I didn't even get like a day off. I was working even during the weekends. But that's how it gets with law. But that's why no matter what, I try to connect with you guys. I just love seeing you all and talking to you all. Let's see what Megan has got to say. Yeah, my DM was really up in his head the other night when I was with him. He was still affectionate, but I could tell he was pensive. Yeah, you see, just like how divine feminines are going through a lot of ego versus soul energy battles, the divine masculines are also going through that in reverse. They're trying to see into this connection more and more, but are not able to decipher it. So it's like they're getting their mind to work out what is happening on a soul level. And for us, for divine feminines, it's been the mind that has been like your greatest challenge, because the mind keeps saying otherwise. So yes, so that's the challenge for this month. But in May, things are going to get better. Energetically, it is supposed to be a little more lighter. But guys, keep doing things that are spontaneous, like keep engaging in things that, make you feel better and uplift your soul, because that's what's most important about this twin flame journey. It's about connecting within and living your best life. See, a lot of people in the early stages of a twin flame connection think it's all about the divine masculine, which I know you guys have already been in this journey for a while, so you guys know that it's deeper than what it is. So that's why it's so important to like constantly work on yourself. And working on yourself doesn't mean, you go into a retreat and start meditating for 7 years. Working on yourself is making little changes in your daily life, like every single day. It could be something like extending a helping hand, or connecting deeply with nature, going for hikes, or even going to the beach, or even walking on the grass. These things truly help elevate the soul. Okay, divine masculines also see like 1111, 222 and stuff like that. In fact, a lot of divine masculines that I work with always tell me they see numbers. They also see like words, and like, so example, their twin flame's name is like Mary, for instance. So they might come across that on a street, or they might be reading something, so they get signs like that. Hi Amber, how are you? So good to see you, truly. Henry, I also feel months is going great. It's a great month indeed. And now I also trying to connect to my body. So some moment I really tried to meditate and sleep a little extra when I felt like my body needed to rest a little more. Yes, guys, use this month to catch up on rest. You know, it's been hard, and some divine feminines have been telling me that they have trouble sleeping. And that comes because you have been thinking a lot. So try to ground yourself and do not give up on this journey, but do not get obsessed with this journey either, because it's a thin line between obsession and giving up and being confused. You know, all these are like close to one another. Amber, really good to see you. Oh yeah, next month. Yeah, next month is going to be great. In fact, a lot of people are already tapping into the energies of next month. Yes. Oh, Amber has got something nice to share. Yes, he used to text me every time and he saw 11:11 when we were communicating all the time in the past. That happens, guys. And it was really interesting because when I posted that I was going to join you guys live in a couple of hours, one of you had said that, that post was exactly at 2:22. And it's interesting because when I called my friend 2 days ago, she was like, wow, you're calling me exactly at 2:22 p.m. And so 2:22 has been quite, it has been around for me quite a bit. And another thing about 11:11 I have noticed lately is that 11:11 actually indicates change and travel. So if you start seeing 11:11, there's some kind of a movement in your life. So that's my interpretation of 11:11. Okay, Megan, I wonder sometimes what signs he sees. He knows we are telepathic. He enjoys playing with the connection when we are together in 3D to see how well we really can. In some ways, he's really awake. Actually, some divine feminines may have this assumption that the divine masculines are not awake, but often they are actually waking up, but they pretend not to be awake, and they tend to not show their connection to the etheric planes. In fact, divine masculines experience a lot more signs. In fact, one of the key things is they dream a lot about their divine feminines, like a lot. They dream so much so that, and that is one of the reasons why divine masculines tend to avoid the divine feminine, because they feel like the divine feminine is always in their mind. And that causes them a lot of shock, because they are not used to that kind of you see, the divine masculine is supposed to be like the warrior, like the divine masculine, a healthy divine masculine is a leader, who likes to take control of things. But because a lot of divine masculines are working on their journey, what happens is they tend to worry about the control element. So they think that by thinking about their divine feminine all the time, they're losing control of themselves. So it goes back to that part of them that they have to heal. So I'm going to read a few comments. Oh yeah, Henry. And this time when I saw 11:11, I talked to my twin, inviting Hugo to get hot and steamy in my dreams. You see, 11:11 is just amazing, and 2:22 and 4:44 as well. In fact, 11:11 to each of us, it means something. But for me, every time I start seeing a lot of 11:11, I will be traveling, or some kind of a movement will take place. It could be like a change in environment, something. And then 2:22 is all about connecting and manifesting, and to me it means a lot of friendship and love and connection. And 4:44 is an angel number, so when you see 4:44, it's believed that your angels are communicating with you. Laura, let's see. I need a good sleep. It's a struggle with 5 children, including 22-week-old twins. But meditation helps switch off from anxiety. But my children have been my catalyst for healing and my blessings and rewards all in one. Currently in separation, broke up Jan this year, and it's so difficult coping with heartache. Yes, I feel you, Laura, and you are doing great. And I am so proud of you because you're being there for your children and 5 children. Wow, you are like super mom. Meditation does help because it helps you to look within and gives you that time to like rest and focus inward. So meditation is indeed excellent for calming the mind. And Laura, you're doing amazing. But heartache is heartache, you know. And there is no clear way to deal with heartache. And as a lot of divine feminines who are joining me today would know, heartache is like, there is no easy solution to it. One technique is to like go deep within the pain and go to the point of numbness. You know, that means you just allow the pain to take over you, and you go to the point where this is your threshold, you know. And then once you hit that threshold, you start feeling numb. And when you start feeling numb, that's when you know, all right, I have to do something to get away from this state of mind. And that's when your soul pushes you to try to take your mind off your divine masculine or your twin, because it's really hard. And after hitting that stage, the second stage would be watchfulness. You know, you start viewing your life like it's a movie, or like, that's why it's like getting onto your higher self. So what you can do is you can connect, like you can start seeing your life from a higher perspective. That means you go up to your 5D and then you view your life, and then you scrutinize the pain. You look at the pain and you think, what is it that I'm exactly feeling? What is this heartache? And then you will realize it's very third dimensional, you know, like, because pain and separation is actually 3D. And the reason why our mind interprets it as loss and pain is because the mind can only perceive things in third dimension. So when you go up to the fifth dimension, your perspective becomes holistic. And then you realize that, you know what, I'm not even in separation with my twin. I'm actually in constant communication with my twin, because we are one, you know, and that awareness takes a while. Yes, Andre, actually, the divine masculines dream more about the divine feminines. It's very interesting, you know. I noticed that lately with some of the divine masculines I work with. They say that their divine feminines come in their dreams like all the time. Like they feel like their divine feminine is with them like 24/7. Oh, Jacinta, it really depends how long a divine masculine can live in the state of ego, because you see, people have this misconception that once they come out of the ego state, they won't go back into the ego state. So for divine masculine, they are in and out. So they may be in the ego state, and that's when they start pushing you away and treating you nastily. And then they go into their God space, which is the higher self. And then they start realizing, you know what, I have to be sweeter to my divine feminine, and I understand all that she's trying to do, and she's on her own journey. So they are on and off. Just like how divine feminines, you know, some days divine feminines feel more empowered. They feel in control with what they are doing, and dealing with the separation. And I mean, for those of you in separation, and how, and I'm truly proud of all of y'all, like how far you guys have come, like how far you guys have evolved and taken control of your healing. And it's truly amazing. Like, I'm so proud of you guys. I'm going to read up more comments. Megan, I have a hard time getting out of my masculine energy because of my job. I'm a firefighter, so I'm very heavy in masculine energy, and I get so used to it. I have a hard time embracing my feminine, and I think that's what my DM is trying to get me to do. Let him be the masculine he is and chill out, and let him take the lead. Yeah, actually, Megan, you brought up a very, very good point, because a lot of new age divine feminines tend to play out the divine masculine role quite a bit due to the evolution of the journey of women, and like you say, you're a firefighter, so you tend to tap onto your own masculine energy a lot more, and that is part of your job, and that's why a lot of divine feminines have a hard time balancing their divine masculine and divine feminine energies. And your divine masculine would often remind you to actually balance that. And thanks for bringing that point. And the divine masculine likes to take the lead, and a truly awakened divine masculine would tend to take the lead, and you would not feel like he's controlling you or dominating you. He just flows smoothly. In fact, the true divine masculine's role is to protect the divine feminine, and that's why they are warriors, and that's why naturally a divine feminine wants to feel protected by their divine masculine, and they often have that feeling, and that's the reason why, like, when a divine feminine hugs a divine masculine, if you were to truly look at the body language, it is a language of protection. Yes, Linda, yes, last time I cried to let it all out, and my heart actually hurts when it comes to him. Yeah, it's only with your divine masculine it would actually hurt that much. Like, most of us, most divine feminines would have gone through, other relationships, and you would realize that it never hurts as much as a divine masculine connection, like a twin flame connection. The pain is like, I don't know, it's like the worst kind of pain you would ever experience. Twin flame pain is like, it breaks your threshold. It is the most painful pain in the world. Oh, Laura. Yeah, fertility goddess right here. My DM is spiritually awake, but he only learned about twin flames when we got together. But it got toxic as we both have deep-rooted trauma to heal. Laura, it's amazing you recognize this, because recognition is the key to awakening and healing. And good on you, girl, good on you for truly embracing reality and working on yourself, because that is vital for the journey, because you have to understand what are your strengths and weaknesses, and there is no need to feel like you have a lot more trauma to heal compared to others on the journey. There is no such thing as that. Everyone is in their own journey, in their own divine timing, so there is no need to feel pressured. And a lot of people have a misconception that union is the purpose of a twin flame connection. That is not true either, because union is already there. It's about remembering who you are. It's about praying to God and truly embracing the universe and being one with God. And that is the core purpose of the twin flame journey. You seeing yourself, like viewing your soul through your human eyes. And that's what's beautiful about this journey. And that's why it is a spiritual journey. And often it's easy to get it mixed up and get it confused with a karmic or other kind of connections. But with a twin flame, you would just know. I say this often in my other videos as well. But when you meet your twin, you will just know. You don't even need confirmation from anyone else. You will just, because it's a different feeling. It's just a different feeling. For some, they describe it like, for me, it was like a coming of home feeling. It's just different compared to other connections. Amy says, the heartache in physical separation was the worst pain I ever felt. Journaled and prayed a lot. I finally detached, and then he came back. Now I have to keep myself in check so that I don't fear it will happen again. My DM numbed himself, and that's when he ran. Yeah, physical separation is the worst kind of pain ever, because your mind is taking over the perception of your reality. So that is why the pain intensify like so much, like truly. So that is the reason why you have to that is the reason why in a twin flame journey, spirituality comes hand in hand, because spirituality guides you to engage in practices such as meditation, yoga, connecting with nature, being with your loved ones, of being of service to humanity, creating a difference, inspiring your immediate environment. It could be at work, it could be anything. It's all about service, and unconditional love. I forgot to add that. Yeah, Laura, I speak to him all day in my head. There's been no communication since. It's the longing for them, but knowing I need to love myself first and foremost, and his energy wasn't good for me. Yeah, you can continue communicating telepathically or with his higher self, but you have to draw the line. Like Laura says, when you feel like the energies aren't serving you, detach, because there's no separation in 5D and above. It's only in 3D. And that gives you the opportunity to work on yourself. Hi MJ, good to see you. So happy to see you here. Hi Jack, how are you doing? And hi Jacinta. Henry, I think ego is also something that the DF goes in and out as well. More fear and less fear, more compassionate and less compassionate. Maybe the DM mirrors that part as well, so it might depend on how we tame our ego in general as DF as well. Yeah, so the ego is interesting, you see. So the ego is very fourth dimensional. And the ego comes from what the mind what the mind perceives. So a healthy ego would be, if you were to think about a healthy ego concept, would be that you're in balance of your thoughts and your awareness, and you're aware of how you can connect within and to spirituality. So it's about keeping your ego at check, because we are in the 3D body, right? So we have to embrace every part of ourselves, and that is true spirituality, embracing every part of ourselves. So not just who you are on the soul level, but who you are on every possible level of your awareness. Yeah, so like what Henry says, there's always that more fear, more compassion, less compassion. So Amber, I see a lot of readings for the collectives share that more communication is coming and reunions for lots of people. What are your thoughts on this, and what's coming in the next few months? What do you think is coming soon? Have you seen more people communicating and coming back together? All right, this is a good one. It's an interesting one. All right, so with twin flame unions, they always come in phases and in groups. So there is a large group of twins who are coming in union in May and June. And these people started their journey back in like 2013, 14. Some have progressed a lot. So some who have started their journey even in 2020, they have a great possibility of coming in union. And then for some, there is for some twin flames who are coming in union, there is a sign of marriage, so divine wedding ahead. So for those of you who may belong to that group, congratulations, you guys have successfully worked on yourself, and yes, so you are experiencing divine earth marriage here, so which is amazing. And I see some twin flames entering parenthood. Some may become pregnant in the next couple of months. So the collective is really doing really well, and there are a lot of changes. For those still in separation, it's going to take a couple of months until there's communication that's going to take place. So yeah, so there are different groups. So see which group you guys resonate most with. So yeah, so truly happy for the twins who are coming in union. The work you guys have done has been amazing. It's all self-work, unconditional love, and connecting to God. And I cannot emphasize this on further. Praying to God in your own way is very important. Megan, Dark night of the soul is the worst, but necessary for transformation. Change can be painful, especially if you are fighting it. Yes, I completely agree with you, Megan, because dark night of the soul is designed, or you experience that so that you do not resist what is natural. So dark night of the soul is about, it's a deep spiritual awakening that you would experience often after meeting your twin flame. For some, it could just happen, because it's a spiritual awakening, and a lot of people go through the dark night of the soul before getting on path to enlightenment. So it is the worst. In a human way, it is the worst, because many people who start experiencing dark night of the soul resist it a lot, and that's why they end up going through huge bouts of depression. And I don't, in fact, I've done a video on divine masculine and the dark night of the soul. You guys can check that out. And and Henry, and even when I was super hurt at the beginning of separation, I could feel that he was super genuinely protective about me. I think back when I was also in an ego state, that I wanted to show that I was independent instead of letting him take care and protect me, which caused him to feel unworthy as well, I guess. But now I want nothing more than, So in any relationship, guys, it's all about balance and respect, and giving them their space, be it physically or energetically. So always take note of that. Even if you guys are in soulmate or a karmic connection or any kind of connection, giving your partner space is very important. Hi Teresa, so good to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so happy to see you as always. Laura has something to say. I recognize it myself, but he can't admit his. He's great at helping others and guiding. It's not about blame, it's about accountability and addressing our conditions and programming. But his journey has made him very defensive. He sees all problems are my fault. So yes, the unhealed divine masculine tends to project everything at their divine feminine. And that is the reason why the divine feminine should give the divine masculine time to heal and grow in their own accord, So when you feel like your divine masculine is healing and needs more time, give them the space to truly evolve. And that's why, thank you, Laura. It is so important. Like what you shared really is so important. And thanks for your great opinion. Amy, I'm so proud of my person. He randomly said last night that he thinks what we all really need to work on is just getting closer to God. That all the stuff that causes anxiety in the world, that we just need to get close to God. He came through that on his own. Yes, that's amazing. Exactly. Anxiety actually comes from separation to God. Truly look at it. When a human being feels anxious, it's because of their lack of connection to God, So when you feel connected with the universe and God, you actually feel calmer. And most of the time, a lot of sadness and disconnect comes from being disconnected to the universe. So that's why it's important to always have a strong faith. However you wish to connect to God, please do, because it helps you get through things. Like truly, I cannot elaborate that further. Jack, is it fine to get help to heal some of those in your blocks? Of course. In fact, I'm a Reiki master. I'm an Isis Seichi master, Akashic Records healer as well. So yeah, I aid a lot of twin flames in their healing journey. So what healers essentially do is they guide you and help you with the healing. So it kind of helps you focus on areas that you need to focus. So when it comes to Akashic Records clearing and healing, what it does is it goes back to your past and brings out lifetimes where certain traumas or certain issues keep repeating. So that's why Akashic Records healing and clearing is really powerful. Reiki is amazing as well. I do a lot of Reiki healings, and Reiki really helps to balance your chakras. It actually goes deeper than that. And Isis Seichim, it does DNA repair healing. So it is truly good to get, and I'm always happy to help you guys. You guys can direct message me and inquire. I can customize a healing for you, because I usually like to see the good thing about customized healing is it works on exactly what work you need. But again, you guys can always choose the mode of healing, because that's your choice. And like, I have some clients who prefer Reiki, some clients love Isis Seichim, so it really depends. I like to combine a bit of all, so that gives a holistic healing package as well. So you guys can always get in touch with me on that. And MJ, a lot of hearts and kisses to you. Laura, oh my God, I knew he was my DM before we met again in person. I known him as a child, but when we finally met in person, my full body was tingling and shaking and vibrating. Never felt anything like that. You see, again, I spoke about this earlier in the video. It is, every experience is unique, and every twin flame has their own experience of meeting their divine masculine or divine feminine. But it is different to all other connections. So that's what helps you to differentiate a twin flame connection with none other. So yes, so truly, yes, some people feel that. Like, I had some clients who have felt that. And yeah, and I like the way you wrote, never felt anything like it. Hi, Colleen. Hello, everyone. Colleen says hi to everyone. Hey, Shay, good to see you. Megan, I didn't know right away. Actually, I did not realize who he was to me until he ran this fall. I felt like my soul split in half, and I couldn't understand why. I hadn't known him long, and I thought I was out of my mind. It came to me that when I felt that searing, soul-splitting pain, that was the moment I realized he was my twin. So yeah, guys, to each their own experience. And thanks, Megan, for sharing. Yeah, some twins feel that. Like, they feel their soul being ripped apart. I'm good, Jack. Thank you. I know, I told my karmic that I didn't want to be together anymore, but he didn't want to leave. He insisted that he rest, sleep at night in the same way with me, and I sent him to another room. What should I do? Okay, karmic connections are quite tricky, guys, because it often has a lesson attached to it and a cycle attached to it. So you have to navigate that through very carefully. But often you can do it with intention. Once you're aware that that connection is karmic, you can pray to God and your angels and guides to help you with the separation. That's why healing comes in really handy, like Reiki and all that comes in super handy when it comes to healing past relationships or relationships that no longer serve you. I also think when we as a DF talk as if we are better than the DMs, or that is DM not doing the right things, that is actually the DF ego talking. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that as well. Yeah, there's that ego thing between unawakened twins, you know. But the whole purpose of this journey is to awaken. Laura, I don't see union between my DM and I for another year or two. I've seen it in dreams. You only started connecting about 2 years ago. Yes, for a lot of twins who connected in 2020, unions have started happening for like some of them who have like quickly progressed, and these are usually star seeds who have already united in other lifetimes. So it's more about remembering. And then for some, you know, they're en route, like what Laura says. Yeah, I do see union coming for you as well. Amazing. Melanie, yes, I'm having a fabulous time. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. And Melanie, I hope you're having a good weekend too. It's actually long weekend here in Australia. It's Anzac Day on Monday. Yes, Megan, my DM said something very wise to me this week. He said we need to move out of the 4-letter word of faith into the 5-letter word of faith so that we can walk together. Wow, your DM is poetic and has a lot of wisdom. Wow, that's lovely. Thank you so much for sharing. Yes, Jack, you're welcome. Oh yes, MJ, Vaish, I'm seeing here some of our lovely members. If they are true twin flames are treating their connection too much as 3D connection instead of soul connection and aligning with God to fix their situation, which does not imply religion. Yes, MJ and I always discuss this, and thank you, MJ, for bringing that out. Connecting to God is not religious, it's actually spiritual, and each one of us have our own personal connection with God, and that is the reason why in a twin flame connection, shifting from the 3D state to higher state comes with the help and guidance of God. Like, think about it. When you're going through the dark night of the soul, like, who do you really have? God is your only companion in this journey. Like, that's why true surrender helps with elevation and helping you rise your energies, raise your vibration. So that's the reason why aligning with God really helps, and I cannot insist further, and MJ and I will keep telling you guys this over and over again. So being away from God is when the ego takes over, and that's when anxiety and disconnect starts to. So when we are disconnected to God, that's when we start experiencing everything alone. So when you are in alignment and connected to God, you are actually in balance. So don't mix it up with religion, guys. So it's spiritual. What I'm talking about is God, how you perceive God. No, Colleen, not necessarily. You don't need to have, for some twin flames, they just come in to inspire certain parts of you, and union could be set for another lifetime. So it depends on what you signed up before you entered Earth. So that's what happens. So not all twins are on paths to union in this lifetime. Wow, today is really great. I see like 22 of y'all. So it means that this discussion is really good. Henry said it beautifully. Ego edging God out. Yeah, yes. Thanks for energy feeling stalled. Hey Becky, don't worry. Sending you all heaps of love and Reiki for a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Sunday and a Saturday night for some of you all. Megan Myers is highly intelligent and very witty. Think a Jim Carrey style humor meets Deadpool, and you have Adrian Law. Yeah, that's what's beautiful. Actually, I might do this, the different kind of divine masculines. Like, there's some romantic divine masculines, there's some, so even in the twin flame journeys, there are like different kinds of divine feminines and divine masculines. Probably I'll do that in time to come. All right, guys, since I started, Amy, my person and I talk about that often, how the world focuses so much on the religion part, and we actually get further from the relationship with God, and we focus on religion itself. Yes, see, religion is beautiful if you truly connect with God, but this so you have to be very careful. If religion guides you to your own spirituality, then you're on the right track. But when it doesn't, then you have to reevaluate your connection. And that's why it's good to stay like the lotus, be above things and be aware. Self-awareness is key. And constantly, like, you have your personal connection with God. Like, you can talk to God directly, You can write letters to God. It's as easy, like you have a direct channel with God, so you don't have to go through someone or anyone. Like, you can just connect to God instantly, and that's the beauty, that each one of us, we have our private connection with God always. Wow, that's great. Yeah, that's great, Amy. Anyway, guys, any last questions before I wrap up for this weekend? And I will join you all again during this time next weekend, which I'm super excited. So yeah, and if you guys want to book me for a private reading, healing, clearing, soul retrieval, or anything, just direct message me. You can always look at my album for my services. I also customize readings and healings, so you can always inquire. And yep, if you have any questions, just ask me. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you all. It's so lovely to see you all, and I'm so happy this week has been such a hit, and we had a great discussion. You guys are amazing as always, and I'm so excited to see you all next week. So if you guys have no more questions, I'm going to close up for this week. Oh, thank you, Laura. Thank you, beautiful. I'm going to get in touch for a full reading. Thank you again for tonight. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Always welcome. And yeah, you guys have a great weekend and take care. And in the beginning, I spoke about how the energies in May is going to be a little bit more exciting. Yes, I do twin flame checks. So if you guys want to make sure that you are on a twin flame journey, you guys can sign me up for a twin flame check. And I do my twin flame check from the Agashik records. So thank you, MJ. Thank you so much. And always, MJ, thank you so much for being here. Love you loads. And thank you all. I love you all so much. You guys are amazing. And you guys are great. And I am so amazed at how much you guys have come far in your journeys. And yes, thank you, Jasmine. I will. And thank you, Bharati. Thank you so much. You guys are my darlings. You guys are amazing. Yes, thank you so much, Henry. Thank you so much, Shay. And yes, Megan, you can contact me for a full reading too. And yes, love you all and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.